It's all about that action, keep it moving, pursue your dreams, that's how you do it. Life is like a movie and we in it, we on Major League and we did it, It's all about that action, keep it moving, pursue your dreams, that's how you do it. It all starts with a statement. Next step is visualization. Step 3, continue affirmations, accompanied by faith, all based in action, moving in direction of the damn thing.
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Little Sean's channel. Both those links are going to be underneath this video. I want to do this video. I've been meaning to do this video. Primarily to clarify the situation between me and Little Sean and his baseball career, his Little League baseball career this far, and also to help other parents around the world that have gone through this, are currently going through it, or will go through it at some point in the future. You can know that you're not by yourself, you're not alone. And maybe it helps you, maybe it don't. But anyway, we're going to talk about the nepotism and the favoritism and the daddy ball that goes on in Little League sports. Football, basketball, softball, volleyball, soccer, wrestling, any Little League sport, male or female. And I know, and put it in the comments section, if you watch this entire video and if you've gone through something like this, put your story down in the comments section and you watch the stories that people put down there. Little Sean plays Little League baseball in North Jersey. And I'm going to start from the beginning. We're going to start from the beginning, right? So we live in Bloomfield, New Jersey, right? And Sean last year played, might have been last year or the year before last, he played 10U, was it? It was 10U. It was 10U Little League. And they won his team. Sean is a pitcher. He's 11 years old now, 11U, probably one of the best 11U pitchers in the whole New York City metropolitan area. And I'm talking about anybody, any team. And if any team got a problem with that, you understand? I say it, I meant it. I said it, I meant it, and I stand on it. I'm talking to everybody. We don't care who. Hammers, New Jersey Hammers, Bonnie Braves, Grit Black, Dream Chasers, anybody. I put Lil Sean up against anybody as far as pitching, 11U. So let me get back to the story and I'm going to come back to that. Can you pitch? So he's playing 10U rec ball. This is the little town ball, right? So they win the championship. His team wins the whole championship. It was probably about 6 teams, 5-6 teams. He pitches the championship game. They win, had a couple hits, scored some runs, stole bases. But this is 10U. So, you know, there's errors and things like that. But anyway, long story short, he won. He makes the all-star team. When he gets on the all-star team, he doesn't start. They don't have him starting, right? Or they have him playing 2 innings and then sitting the bench. On the all-star team of the league that he just won, he came in first place, his team, and baseball is a 9-man game. so he can't win it by himself. But he pitched the championship game and he won the championship, right? His team. So how it went down was all the teams from the league got to select like 2 or 3 players to represent, 2 players?
2 players.
To represent on the All-Star team. Now, each team had a father whose son was on his team. All of these kids who were the sons of the fathers of the team made the All-Star, right? And the one dude that kind of oversaw the whole program, his son made the All-Star, and all his son's friends made the All-Star team. And they all got the prime positions: third, short, second, first, catcher, pitcher. You understand? And they don't never sit the bench. They didn't win. He beat them. His team beat their team. They didn't win, but they got all the prime positions and they playing the whole game. Sean playing a couple innings and then sitting the bench. Same with the other players, right?
And they made a few errors. And they made a lot of errors on the All-Star team, and I wasn't even playing.
So this is what I'm talking about when we talking about Daddy Ball, right? So I saw this, so I called the coach of the All-Star team. And I said, yo, how you got Sean sitting the bench? And we won. He won the whole thing. How is he sitting the bench? And the coach, he asked me, he says, well, who do you think Sean is better than? I said, everybody, including your son. I told him that. And I wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? All the kids were good, right? But to me, and I attempt to not be biased because this is my dude right here, but he was just as good as everybody else. Definitely was the best pitcher. So anyway, we ended up losing to
Every game, right?
nah, we lost we lost 2 games. We lost in Livingston, New Jersey, and then we lost in Nutley.
Yeah.
Which Nutley we should have won. Sean started a rally. Anyway, we're not gonna get into all of that. So we lose, so we finish, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So in the process of playing the All-Stars, I meet this other dude, black dude, who approaches me because he sees Sean with the All-Star team uniform on. He says, yo, we got a team down in Newark called Caribbean Baseball Academy, CBA. Shout out to Sean. Does Sean want to play? We like, bet. So we hook up with them. We start playing CBA. Now, mind you, the Bloomfield Little League and it's pretty much all white, right? But this is what I'm talking about. This particular topic, as far as the nepotism and daddy ball, this transcends race, right? So I'm not coming at this topic from a race perspective, because I don't see race, because I think I'm better than everybody in the world anyway. I'm talking to all 8 billion of y'all. There's no one out here better than me. That's how I feel. That's how I think. So I don't look at it like that. What I'm talking about goes on. If you go into an all Latino community, it happens there. If you go to the Dominican Republic, it happens there. If you go to the Portuguese community, it happens there. If you go to the Nigerian community, it happens all over the world, right? So we go down to CBA. I just wanted to say that, clear that up. So we go down to CBA, we play, and Sean is pitching, he's playing shortstop, he's doing his thing. We ended up winning some tournament way out in West Jersey. So one of the coaches from the CBA calls me in the off season and says, yo, Sean, I'm starting a team and I want Sean to play on the team. So I'm like, bet. So this team is out of Kearney, New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Kearney Thistle.
Yeah, it's called Kearney Thistle.
Kearney Thistle. So
Usually known for soccer, but
Kearney
started a team for baseball too.
Kearney, New Jersey is worldwide known for producing Major League Soccer players. They mean with the soccer. right? They never had a travel baseball program, so this particular program that they were starting was the first of its kind, right? So they said, yo, Sean, we want Sean to play. So we like, bet. So they start this league, they start this team, and, you know, I want to give a shout out to all the coaches at Kearney Thistle. Even the one that I had static with toward the end of the story, which I'm going to get into now. Shout out to Big Kev.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that was involved, right? So, Kearney Thistle starts baseball. Sean is the ace pitcher. Over 2 seasons, 2 years, he don't lose a game. We go undefeated. The team goes on. It's a good team, right? He ain't the only one. Baseball is a 9-man team. Shout out to all of the players on Kearney Thistle.
All of them.
Little Kev, Owen, Aiden,
Danny,
Jacob, Danny,
Gio,
Nick,
Aiden,
Matt, Aiden.
all of them.
All the ones that all started together. They all started together.
All of them.
And they brought in this coach who elevated these kids and definitely elevated Sean's game to a whole nother level, because he was teaching them situational baseball, right?
College baseball.
He was teaching them high school and college baseball, situation, scenario baseball, and these kids were only 10 years old. And I gotta give the hat out to him. Gotta give him his due. Even though we had static later on, my man was money. And
Still thank you.
Yeah, we thank you for that. I don't want to say nobody's name, but he helped Sean a great deal. So we go undefeated. Kearney Thistle goes undefeated. He pitches for 2 years. He don't lose a game. He gets the Cy Young Award at the end of we win the championship. We beat Cedar Grove in the championship. He pitched the no-hitter in the championship game against Cedar Grove for 4 innings. Then he went and played second, got the final out, had a couple hits, stole everything, like major contributor, right? So we come back the next season and we play again. Sean pitches, he don't lose a game. We go down to Lawrenceville, New Jersey, when we played the Mercer Makos in that big dome.
Yeah.
We went and played in a tournament down in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, inside of a dome. We played against the #1 11U team in New Jersey,
Mercer Makos.
the Mercer Makos. At this time, they were the #1 11U team in the state of New Jersey. They had 2 teams. They had the top team and then they had the B team. The first game, we played their B team, right? Sean pitched. And let me say this here. Well, let me come back to that. Sean pitched. We won the game 5-3. This is against the #1 team in the state against their B team, right? They're not the A team. We were going to play them in the championship, but they left. They didn't stay. We played them. We won. He pitched. We won 5-3. He had to hit a ground rule double to drive in the tying run and then scored the go-ahead run, right? This is 11U. He's 10 years old. We're playing 11U. And let me say this here too, what I'm finding out with this Little League Baseball. A lot of these coaches and these fathers, they cheat, right? On a 10U team, they'll be having 11U players on the team, right? You be playing 11U, they'll be having 12U players on the team, knowing they're not eligible to play. But if they know that the tournament is not checking birth certificates and stuff like that, they'll bring these players and have them play. This is what they do. And this against kids, man. They do this to kids, right? Cheat kids out of their wins and losses by having ineligible players playing, right?
Not right.
So he was 10 years old playing up to 11U and still was getting money, right? And, you know, so we go and we playing. Ever since he played with Carney Thistle, Sean was either the leadoff hitter or the number 2 hitter from the very beginning, right? On base percentage is crazy, and was hitting. And then he got in a slump, right? He got into a slump. He wasn't hitting as much. He was getting walks. He was getting on base. And so we're going, we're playing. And one day we show up to play. This is with Carney Thistle. One day we show up to play. And they read off the batting order, and they got Sean batting 10th. Went from 2nd to 10th. And they got him in left field. He normally plays second base, or what else they have you playing?
Second base, shortstop, and somewhere around there. Either one.
Center field.
Center field, yeah.
So they had him in left field batting 10th, right? So
I asked the coach, I was like, I'm my batting 10 today, and he said, I don't know.
don't say nobody's name.
I know I'm not, but head coach said, well, no. He said that if you have any problems, ask the other coach. And I said, all right.
So I go to all Sean's games. Every game, every practice, I'm there. So I'm sitting in the outfield, and I'm watching everybody get ready. We up first, and I don't see Sean with his batting helmet on. So I'm like, damn, he ain't, what's up? Ain't nobody come and said nothing to me, right? This is my client. I'm his agent, right? Ain't nobody come say nothing to me like, yo, Sean, we gonna move Sean down or whatever. He ain't been hitting or whatever. We're gonna try something different. We're gonna shake it up. So I'm looking, and I noticed my son's body language, right? He's kind of like, what's going on here? So we get up that inning, we get out, they put him in the field. I watch him go to left field. And I'm like, man, what is going on? Now, mind you, this is Sean's main team. This is the team that has gone undefeated since he's been on the team. This is the team that he won the championship with the first year. This is the team that he's been with. On this, they bring in players from other teams to come and play come game day. These kids don't go to practice. We go into every practice. We practicing in the cold. He pitched one day, had the flu. Remember that day you were sick?
Yeah.
He didn't want to pitch. I made him go pitch. He went and pitched. They won the game. He had the flu.
It was 2 innings.
He pitched 3 innings.
Yeah, I know, but it was 2 innings, and I came out, and I was about to go right back to pitch, and then they said, all right, Sean, you're all done, and I was like, no, I'll go one more. You sure? I was like, yeah, I'll go one more. I was sick as heck.
And we still win, right?
And I was just like, just fight through it, man. We almost done, so go.
So they would bring in kids to come play come game day from other teams that would never come to practice. They would show up game day and get all the good positions and move all the kids that started with them out into other positions. So I had been peeped this, right? But I didn't say nothing because it really wasn't infecting Sean. But on this day, I seen it, and I seen him go out the left field. So now I'm hot, right? I'm like, all right. So they come back in,
I still don't have
top of the second. They come back in, top of the second. Sean still ain't hitting, right? They get out, we go back out in the field. Now they got Sean sitting on the bench. Now we sit in the bench. And they got all these other players from other teams playing, and my man sitting the bench. So I get up, I walk straight to the coach. I stepped to him. Yo, man, what's up? Why is Sean? Why y'all got him batting 10? Said, I'm looking at, when I go around there, I look at Sean and I could see on his grill, I could see the hurt, right? So I stepped to the coach like, yo, what's up, man? Why you got Sean batting 10th, man? I mean, what is this? Playing left field. Now he's sitting the bench. And he hasn't been hitting this and that, and we're gonna let him pitch. We're gonna pitch him, So they're trying to justify saying the reason they got him sitting the bench is because they're gonna pitch him. But for the last 2 years, it was never that way. He always played a position, and then would pitch, right? Or after he got finished pitching, he would go play a position.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't buy the story, and I let it be known where I'm at, and I tell them, yo, we came to play. We've been with this team for 2 years. We come to practice. We ain't never missed a game. We won the championship. We undefeated, and you got these other players coming in here playing. They don't never come to practice. This is their second or third team they play for, and this is his first team, and you gonna play them. So I'm letting it be known, my position, right? So the inning is over. They go back out. The pitcher for you didn't even get up yet. You was up
After that.
right, because I was gonna let him get up, and then I was gonna snatch him and pull him. We was gonna get up out of there, but he didn't get to hit that second inning.
Yeah, and I wanted to hit.
So they go back in the field. The pitcher from Thistle gets in trouble, walks bases loaded. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to talk about bringing him in to fix the game, to get the team out of trouble. But luckily, they got out of the inning.
On 2 pitches.
You went in and pitched?
Yeah, on 2 pitches I got him out. Yeah, on 2 pitches because he got in trouble. I think.
So you did go in the game?
Yeah, I did go in the game. Only the pitch. I went straight in. 2 pitches.
With the bases loaded to clean up the trouble.
2 pitches, it's over.
And we out of the inning, no score. So he comes in. Now he's up. The 10th spot is up. He gets up, gets a hit, right? Steals second, steals third, comes in and scores. And once he did that, once we showed and proved how we contribute to the team, I said, yo, pack your shit, we up out of here. And we left in the 3rd inning. I took him and we left. You understand? Because this is why I did that. And the reason I made this video is because I had a coach from some other team ask me why I did that. You understand? So I know people is talking about me and Sean and this whole incident. So let me clear this up. And if anybody got a problem with what I'm saying in this video, you can see me, you can email me your name, number, I'll call you, it don't matter. We can meet up face to face, however you want to do it. What I say on this video, I can say it twice in person. No problem. Okay?
It's true.
So we leaving, and Sean is, he's upset, he's hurt. He says, Dad, he said, man, he said, I don't think I want to play with
Thistle anymore.
I don't want to play with Thistle no more. He said that on his own. I didn't say that. So I said, well, that's what it is. Now, this is the part that's real important about this video. To all of the fathers out there, to all of the mothers all around the world, this is why you have to be involved in your kid's life. Because that incident affected him, right? Because I seen it, right? And if I wasn't there to protect him and defend him, right? What a kid will do if the mother's not there, if the father's not there, and the coach could just not like your son. The coach could just not like your daughter for whatever reason, and that's fine. And they can do things and slight them in practice and talk to them any kind of way in practice, scream on them in the game, scream on them, and it could damage your child's self-esteem. And as a child, they don't see the bullshit, right? Children are impressionable and they want acceptance from everybody, right? And what they'll do when they receive this scream on from the coach is they'll turn it in toward themselves and say something is wrong with me, because they want the coach to like them. They want the coach to applaud them. And when they don't get it from there, they can internalize that and start not liking themselves, quit the sport, and their self-esteem and their self-confidence and their self-perception could just go down in the basement if you're not there to explain to them what's going on. And you want to be at these practices, you want to be at these games so you can show the coaching staff that you're there. You see what's going on, right? And they're less apt to get funky with your child if you there than if you ain't there, right? And to the mothers, I know some of the fathers is out your life, out of the kid's life, and they not coming back or whatever. And mothers, you may not know what football is, you may not know what basketball, you just know your son play or your daughter play. But you need to go up to the coach sometimes and ask them, yo, how is my daughter doing? How is my son doing? Even though you don't understand nothing about nothing, you don't know the rules, but the very fact that you go to his grill and you looking him in his eye and you asking him about your child, that lets that coach know that you care and you concerned and that you there and you watching. This is super, super important. So everybody out there running their mouth, this is why I took Sean out of the game in the middle of the game, right? And after he left, the team started losing, right? Because he was
as we left,
because he was the ace pitcher on the team. Every team. Let's shout out all the teams. Shout out to the Roberto Clemente Pirates. Shout out to the Yonkers Renegades. Shout out to the East Coast Thunderbolts. Shout out to Kearney Thistle.
Garden State Ducks.
Shout out to the Garden State Ducks.
Thunderbolts. I don't know if you mentioned
We said
that.
the Thunderbolts. Shout out to CBA. Shout out to all the teams, because teams call me all the time from all around New York and New Jersey. They want Sean to come pitch. Shout out to the coach from Cedar Grove. He wanted Sean to get on this travel team.
Yeah.
And then shout out to the 1971 Pirates. This is going to be the last story I'm going to tell. I was chilling at the crib one day, minding my business, as I do, because I don't bother nobody. I don't want nobody to bother me. My phone rang, and it's Sean from CBA. He said, yo, Sean, they putting together a team called the 71 Pirates, the 1971 Pirates. It's going to be an 11U elite level travel team. The 1971 Pirates won the World Series with an all-black and Latino team. They had Willie Stargell, Roberto Clemente, Manny. Look it up, 1971 Pirates. They were all black. So they put a team together, an 11U team from Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. They selected 12 kids from New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Population probably over 40 million people. They wanted him. They selected him to play. They put him on the team. We didn't eventually play because I had a falling out with the parents. They was talking about, should the parents have a stripe or not have a stripe? And I was like, why are we arguing over the stripe on the pants when all we should be talking about is winning? So they didn't like that, so they didn't let us play, and that's fine. But the fact of the matter is that he got picked. They picked 12 black kids. From 2 of them was from Philly, a bunch was from Jersey, and some was from New York. He was one of them. So I'm not just saying he can play. Everybody know he can play, right? He can pitch, he plays second, he plays short, he can hit, stealing bases, forget about it. It don't got to be no pass ball. Most kids at this level can only steal if it's a pass ball. He can go
whenever I like.
50, 70, take lead off. He picks off batters, pitching, the whole thing. He money, man. He money. So that's what this is all about. And to whoever running their mouth about the situation that only got half of the information, this is the whole information. Everything I gave you is exactly what happened. And you can take this and put it in your pipe and smoke it and put it in the bank and draw interest on it. And like I say, what I said on this video, I can say it again to anybody's face, because what I speak is I speak the truth. I'm not gonna lie on my son. You understand? And
it's true because I was experiencing it. And so everything that he's saying is true because I know that it's true because I was there right there with him. So everything he's saying is true. I'm telling you that.
And then long story short, like I said, after we left Thistle, they started losing, right? So a couple months go by, they get rid of the head coach, and then the owner of the team starts calling me, yo, we want Sean back, we want Sean back, we want Sean back. And we went back and we played a tournament 2 weeks ago down in Carteret, 11U and 12U. It was an 11U, 12U tournament. He pitched 2 games. He pitched Saturday and Sunday, 9 innings, 14 strikeouts, 4 hits. The first game he pitched was a 2-hitter,
Yeah.
5 innings, 2-hitter, 9 strikeouts.
It really was supposed to be a 1-hitter.
1 or 2-hitter, whatever they said.
It really was supposed to be a 1-hitter.
But they ended up winning the championship. He pitched the championship game, 4 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. You know, this is 11-12U, right? The July smash down in Carteret. 2 weeks before that, with the East Coast Thunderbolts out on Long Island, he pitched the championship game against the Long Island Junior Ducks, 10U. In a 6-inning game, he pitched 5 innings and 1 out. Then it should have been 2 outs because the right fielder dropped the pop fly that was right to him.
Yeah.
But he pitched the whole game. See, he could pitch a whole game. He could pitch a whole game. He's been doing it as 10U and 11U. That's rare. That's rare. A lot of, at this stage, 11U, 10U, all they talk about, yo, he throws 65 miles an hour. He throws 60, 65, he throws 70. Yeah, but he don't know where it's going. He throwing it in the concession stand, knocking over all the sodas. Or he throwing it and hitting the umpire in the head. Or he throwing it behind.
You got to have control. Don't matter how hard you're throwing the ball. Do you have control? Are you able to place it where you want it? Corner, the top right corner, in the middle, a side, outside pitch, curveball as dropping right down in the dirt. Where can you place it? You have to make sure you can place it where you want it.
The pitching is a science, man. It's an art and it's control. And who's your favorite pitcher?
Satchel Paige.
Satchel Paige.
Or Doc Gooden.
Or Doc Gooden. Send this video to Doc Gooden. Satchel Paige said that he could throw around 90-something miles an hour. And he said he knew a bunch of guys that could throw harder than him. But
and had no control,
But you couldn't make pitches out of them because they had no control. A lot of third basemen and a lot of catchers are former pitchers. They can throw hard, but they don't know where it's going. Sean pitches with control. He can put it where he want to put it. And that's the difference between a pitcher and somebody that just can throw hard. It's a bunch of kids in 10U, 11U, 12U could throw hard, but they walk the bases loaded in the first inning, and somebody come up, hit a single, now you down 2-3-0 in the first inning, and he still can't, and it still ain't no outs.
Yeah.
You know, and now he walked 2 more batters. You got to be able to pitch with control.
Yeah, man, because me, I don't really throw that hard. I probably throw around 59 miles an hour or 58, something around there. But I got control, and that's all that matters. All you need is that control. That's all you need is the control.
And we work out. He does calisthenics workouts. Not only do we practice baseball just about every day we're together, but he works out does push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats. You know, we doing everything, man. So send this video to the Kansas City Royals and to the Cincinnati Reds and to the Chicago Cubs and to the Mets, and send your scouts out to start looking at my man, because my man is money on the mound, money on the bases, can hit. We working on his batting. He had a hitch. He had a hitch in his swing, and as we're going higher, 11U, 12U, the pitchers are throwing faster, so that half a second hitch was making him come through late, and he was missing a lot of pitches. So we've gotten that hitch out, so we coming straight through, and we stepping toward.
And it's starting to work.
Right.
It's starting to work.
He was stepping in the bucket. He was stepping out instead of stepping toward the pitcher or stepping in. So we working on that. And he's a contact hitter. Forget about the base deal. And the speed is crazy. You can't teach speed, you know. And like I said, we played Negro League baseball, man. What they when he went to school and you got that book out of the library, didn't you?
Oh yeah, school 5th grade, and I got a book out of the library, and it said Negro League baseball. I instantly said, I'm getting this book. I went right back straight to my desk and started reading it. And all they talked about was Hank Aaron and all of the Negro League players, Satchel Paige, all of them. Hank Aaron, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell too, all of them.
Sean is biracial. His mother is from the Dominican Republic. She's one of the darker Dominicans. Me, I'm foundational Black American. My mother from Georgia, my father from South Carolina. So I got that slave blood in me, you understand? And because every time we go play against some Spanish teams, they want to know, well, what is he? What is he? What is he? They, you know, I don't know what it is with Spanish play. They you know, they think, I guess they think they the best or whatever, but nobody plays baseball better than the foundational Black American. You can look in the history books and see that.
It's still good players.
They
still
can play.
Good players, but the foundational Black American gotta beat.
Hank Aaron is the home run king. Satchel Paige is the best pitcher. We don't acknowledge Barry Bonds as the home run king because he cheated.
Really, Josh Gibson is the home run king, but he didn't play in the major leagues, so they're not really counting his home runs because he didn't play in there.
Right.
But really, he's the home run king.
Okay.
Really.
And he out of Georgia. Satchel Paige out of Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Hank Aaron out of Alabama. Willie Mays out of Alabama. Willie McCovey out of Alabama. Josh Gibson out of Georgia. Cool Papa Bell, Mississippi. All of the great black baseball players are out of the South.
Yeah.
And they just didn't get a chance to play during that time. But Hank Aaron, like I say, we don't acknowledge Barry Bonds as the home run king because he cheated. Roger Clemens cheated. Alex Rodriguez cheated. Sammy Sosa cheated. Mark McGwire cheated. Fernando Tatis Jr. just cheated.
That's crazy. I didn't even.
Rafael Palmeiro. All of them was cheating during that steroid era. So none of that count. Hank Aaron played 2 years in the Negro Leagues with the Birmingham Black Barons and the Indianapolis Clowns and hit home runs that didn't count toward the 755. You understand? So we know our history. So Sean is a black baseball player. You understand? That's how we get down. We play, and they also talked about in that Negro Leagues book that they played their game based on what?
On stealing bases.
On speed.
Speed, yeah, speed.
On speed. And you can't teach speed. You can't teach speed. And today, baseball, you don't see a lot of players stealing bases in Major League Baseball.
No.
And that's why the pitchers, it's a different game. It's a different game. You don't have that many black baseball players playing in the major leagues. You know, when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, you had the Yankees would have 5 starting black players. St. Louis Cardinals, Kansas City Royals. Damn near the whole team would be black. Pittsburgh Pirates. And when you got speed on the bases, that puts so much pressure on the pitcher that it ain't even funny, man. You know, so that's what we do. That's how we get down, man. We finna get up out of here. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Share this video.
Yeah, subscribe to my Instagram too, and my YouTube channel.
All those links gonna be down there.
Yeah, all of them.
All right, we finna get up out of here.
Yeah, y'all.
Peace.